Yo guys, what's up? This is MapCRim over here for another battle video. This battle is KwandaoRen's third round tournament for the theme team, the themes. I'm going against Omnimon21, who is using a Yu-Gi-Oh theme team. So I lead off with my Latios. He leads off with a Hydreigon. And I predicted a Draco Meteor, so I went into my Furthorn, and he misses Draco, which really, to be honest, sucks for me, because I wanted to know if that thing was Scarfed or Spexed. And this entire battle, I had no idea if it's Scarfed or Spexed, so I went for Protect that turn, just in case if he wasn't Scarfed or Spexed, like if he was Wild Forbed and he just went for Fire Blast. But, yeah, and he just sends in his Mance, goes for Fire Blast, which misses, which also really doesn't really matter because it was a Garchomp, I resisted it and stuff, and he goes into his Gyarados, which doesn't have Intimidate, and I outrage it, and I don't know why he did that, but whatever, he just switched back out to his giant penis of steel over there, and yeah, I only get the 2-turn outrage so I can switch out, which is awesome. So, I switch out to my Birdo, and he just sends in more cocks onto the field, and I'm like, dude, keep it in your pants. Okay, this is weird. And, I just send in my own stealth cocks, because I'm cool like that. So, this is, like, the first actual good miss that was, you know, whatever. He goes for Toxic and he misses, and really, that's all the hacks he really gets, this entire battle. This battle actually has a lot of hacks, like, to be honest. And, yeah, but really, I mean, when you see the battle progressing on, that Toxic miss really didn't matter because this Mew really does die early. Spoilers, but, and really, if I got the couple of HP down from Toxic, it really didn't matter that much. So here, I knew he wasn't going to Toxic again because, you know, I did have my Furthorn. And so I just Dragon Tail it out, and he goes into a Sazendora. Now I knew he was going to do either one of two things, go for Fire Blast or go for a Draco Meteor. Ends up he goes for Flamethrower, which was whatever, the Fire Blast, whatever. And I just went for Soft Boiled, and I knew I would live either, even if it was Spexed. And seeing how much damage that Flamethrower did, I'm thinking it's Spexed, but he's acting as if it's Scarfed. So I really don't know if it's Scarfed or Spexed. Like, I could be just, I'm underestimating, frickin' Hydreigon's special attack, but I have no idea. So, yeah, so now he sends in Zoroark, which I knew was Zoroark because he took neutral Stealth Rock and didn't have Intimidate. And he goes for the Pursuit, which ends up getting a crit, and that's the reason why the Toxic really was irrelevant, because I would have died anyways. But yeah, I don't know if that crit mattered. He could have been Banded, which would have done a really big chunk with the stab, and it's Adamant and whatever. It might not have been Adamant, but whatever. I'm just saying it really mattered, the crit. So, yeah. So he sends in his Gyarados, I'm guessing just for Death Fodder. He ends up having a Slackberry, which right there I was like, dude, you know Slackberries aren't legal yet? And, yeah, but it really didn't matter because it didn't do anything, it just died. So, yeah. So, he had a Slackberry, which is a big thing right there. He sends in his Blue Eyes again, goes for Draco. I knew I would live that, unless it was like Spexed and shit, but, most Menses aren't. And I go for the Payback, which does crit. Now, I don't know if that crit mattered, because I know I can beat Mence with neutral attack with a Payback, then a Mach Punch, with Stealth Rocks up, but I think that's like a possibility of killing, so I don't know if that mattered or not. Anyway, either way, it did make up for the crit on my Mew, which is pretty big, so yeah. So now, I knew that this was also his Zoroark because he took neutral damage, so I decided to try and go for a Mach Punch, which ended up not killing. I was surprised. And, for some stupid reason, even though I know he's choiced in some way because he just kept sucker punching, that I just sent in my Garchomp, and I don't know why I did that. That was dumb, but it doesn't really matter. So here I went for Earthquake. Now, I know you're like, dude, he has Levitate. I wanted to know if he went for Flamethrower or Draco Meteor, and he did go for Flamethrower, which would have been nice because I could have switched into my Latios, free switch, Draco Meteor something, it dies. However, I get a burn, which really sucks, so I just have to Death Fodder this. And if he did go for Draco Meteor, I would know, okay, he went for Draco, and I'd set in something that could take a -2 Draco, you know. So, that's the reason why I did that. Plus, I saw that, you know, Garchomp, I mean, he has Hydreigon, Steelix, and a freaking Hexadrill left, so I was pretty sure Garchomp wouldn't do much, because they're all really defensive, or they have Levitate, or they resist, you know, Dragon, so, yeah. So I go for HP Fighting, and after a Calm Mind, that really doesn't do much. Like, that must be a really specially defensive Steelix. Like, even if it was, like, max special defense, I'm kind of surprised how much they did. That was very bulky. with a calm mind. But then again, my Spiritomb has no special attack EVs and stuff. So he goes for a Dragon Tail here. He misses, which is like whatever. I mean, who really cares? But yeah, and he switches out, goes into his Hydreigon, which I did predict, and I went for the Power Whip, which would have killed. But I miss, which sucks. So I go for Protect to see if he goes for Flamethrower or Draco. Ends up going for Draco. Now here, he sends in his Doryuzu, and he knows I have a Latios. Now I'm thinking, okay, why would he send in Doryuzu if he knew I'd switch in Latios? So here, I actually thought he was Scarfed, and he'd go for X-Scissor, which is exactly what happens. And I'm like, hell yeah, for predictions and shit, and I'm just awesome like that. So, that awesome prediction actually helped me a lot, or else I would have, lost my, my Latios, which really would have sucked. But, really, my Latios did nothing this battle. I missed the Leech Seed, which does suck, but it's like, whatever. And, I just get the Leech Seed again, which ends up getting all my HP back, so whatever. Now, here, I believe he switches, and I thought he would switch into his Hydreigon, so I went for Draco, or not Draco, Gyro Ball, but he ends up just going for Steelix, and that was a crit, which I lolled at because his leftovers just got it all back. And yeah. So I'm guessing he's really getting annoyed by this Ferrothorn. I know that this thing, if his Hydreigon's gone, that this Ferrothorn would totally just sweep his entire team, or stall his entire team, I guess, would be the real way of saying it. But yeah, so I go for the Leech Seed, I get some HP back. I went for Power Whip, or did I go for Leech Seed again? I think I went for Leech Seed again. I couldn't read that fast. Doesn't matter, I missed or whatever, and I switched into Magikarp. So here, I really didn't want my Magikarp to be in here, because if I did go for Surf, like I said, I thought his Sazendora was Scarfed. Plus, he had a friggin' Excadrill, so that wouldn't have been good either. So I just decided to switch in my Notori again, so the Steelix can die, and he ends up Dragon Tailing me into my Spiritomb, which was nice. I get some leftovers and some Leech Seed, which is really good, and his Steelix finally dies. Now, here, I think his Hydreigon was Scarfed. I don't know, because, like, seeing how much that Flamethrower did to my Mew, I was thinking it was Spexed. But here, he goes for Draco Meteor, and it doesn't kill me, which makes me think he's Scarfed. So really, this entire battle, I have no idea if he was Scarfed or Spexed. I really should calc it, but I have no idea. Like, it could be some weird EVs or something, but I have no idea. So now he sends in his Hexcadrill, and just goes for X-Scissors because he knows that he's going to get locked into a move, and it has to be neutral to everything I have, so he was hoping for me to miss the Leech Seed. Doesn't happen, and right here I just Leech Seed stall him, and that's the game. So, that was actually really close. This is the closest battle I've had this entire tourney. Actually, with this team's very good. I mean, it seems like a lot of just whorish OU stuff, but really, it's a good team. Like, truly. Like, I haven't lost many times with this team, which is nice. I do get the double protect here. Really, the only reason why I did that was just in case he crits me, which would have sucked, so yeah. So, his Excadrill died, and yeah, that's game. So, his link will be in the description. His channel actually got deleted, I think, so he's made a new channel. I think he had, like, copyright, so I don't know what it was, but, yeah, he only has, like, 20 subs now, so you guys should sub him. He's actually pretty good, so, yeah. So, comment, rate, subscribe, guys, and I'll see you.